You have been taught to fear debt like it is a terminal disease. Your parents told you to cut up your credit cards and stay away from loans at all costs. They told you that a penny saved is a penny earned. But while you are meticulously avoiding every cent of interest, the wealthiest people on the planet are actively looking for as much debt as they can find. They're not using it to buy flat-screen televisions or designer shoes. They're using it as a precision weapon to capture assets and bypass the taxman entirely. Debt is the only thing in the financial world that can be a weight around your neck or a rocket on your back. The difference is all in how you load the chamber. Today, I'm going to show you how the elite use leverage to win and how you can stop being the target. Welcome to Milo Money. Look at the way you have been conditioned to think about money. You work for 40 hours to earn a paycheck. You pay taxes, and then you try to save up enough cash to buy a car or a house. This is a linear path that will keep you working until you're 70. But if you look at the top 1%, they never use their own money for anything that costs more than a few $1,000s. They understand that debt is a tool for magnification. If you have $20,000 and you buy $20,000 worth of stock, you only win if that stock goes up. But if you use that $20,000 as a down payment to control a $100,000 asset, you have just quintupled your potential gains. You're using the bank's capital to build your net worth, while they are using your savings to fund their loans. You are paying for their growth because you are afraid of the tool they use every single day. The reveal that most people miss is that not all debt is created equal. There is consumer debt, which is a poison, and there is strategic debt, which is an investment. The wealthy use a concept called arbitrage. They borrow money at a low interest rate, and then they put that money into an asset that earns a higher rate. If you can borrow $1 million at 4% and invest it in a business that returns 10%, you are making $60,000 a year out of thin air, using money that is not even yours. This is the secret of other people's money. The banks are actually your biggest allies if you know how to talk to them. While the middle class is busy trying to pay off their mortgages as fast as possible, the wealthy are busy refinancing their properties to pull out cash so they can buy even more. They are turning their debt into a shield that protects them from inflation and a sword that cuts through the competition. You need to stop being afraid of the bank and start learning how to use their balance sheet. Step 1 is the arbitrage calculation. Never take on $1 of debt unless you have a clear and mathematically proven path to earn more with that dollar than it costs you to borrow it. This is the line between a victim and a victor. Step 2 is collateral stacking. Instead of spending your cash, use it to acquire assets that the bank views as safe. The more collateral you have, the lower your interest rates will be, and the more power you have to negotiate. Step 3 is the exit trigger. Every time you use leverage, you must have a clear plan for how that debt will be serviced or repaid, without you having to trade more of your time for it. You are building a machine that handles the debt for you, while you sit in the driver's seat. The system wants you to stay in bad debt because that makes you a servant, but the system is terrified of a person who understands how to use good debt because that makes you a master. You were never meant to be a slave to a monthly payment. You were meant to be the architect of your own freedom. Your challenge for this week is to look at every debt you currently have and label it as either a weight or a weapon. If it is not making you money, it is a weight, and you need to cut it loose. It is time to start loading your own magazine. Next time, we're exposing the credit score conspiracy and why the banks want you to stay just a little bit broke. I am Milo. Stay wealthy.